This is a reference module for basic hand and foot techniques that you can reference at any time during your lessons. Starting in the horse stance, we're going to look at a vertical punch. There, with your fist in a vertical, not horizontal position, coming from the hip, shooting straight out. Take a look at it again, 3/4. There. Emphasis on impacting on the lower 3 knuckles. It is kind of a soft fist that tightens upon impact. You can notice that it is a nice driving line. Also close here. Notice that it doesn't twist completely over. It stays vertical, thumb towards the inside, almost coming from the center of your body. From the front, driving straight, hit. Driving straight, hit. Now let's look at the classic of all punches, often called the reverse punch or the thrust punch. This is one that shoots out and rotates down, hitting with the 2 knuckles of the fist, which would be the index and middle finger knuckle. There. I imagine that it's like a corkscrew or a vortex. Boom, hit with the power. Boom, hit with the power. Looking at close. Forward drive, thrusting in. This is powerful both in offense and in defense. There you can see the emphasis on those 2 knuckles there. Check it out. Line all the way up to the shoulder from those 2 knuckles. There, the line from those 3 all the way up to the shoulder in the vertical punch we just did. Right on. Here now we're going to look at the palm. They're going to bow step with the palm. Again, bow step, palm. This is a really striking threading motion, as you can see there. Right out. A similar feeling in between the vertical punch and the thrusting punch. Here's the palm there. Using the blade edge of the hand, you can see right there. This contour is important, almost like it intercepts with the jawline of the skull, as if you're going to play face patty cake or something. The next movement is a lift and then a chop down with the forearm, almost like a reverse clothesline, as if you're intercepting a hand technique and then chopping to the back of your opponent. Without the footwork. This is really good at establishing parameters for defense and interception. So you're using this part of the forearm, chop, right? Using singularly as an attack. You could also use it as a hammer fist, which would be the palm of the fist there, lifting and then chopping in like that. Right here, chop. Now we'll look at that chopping motion. Clear, you want to step in bow stance and then throw, using the outer edge of your arm. That's right. So here, arrow, throw, as if you're stepping behind someone and tripping them over your leg. Open that way. Like holding the ball, grabbing in, and then throwing out. Using that part of the arm to lift, right? It's almost definitely like a clothesline kind of feel. I make it casual, like I'm throwing a frisbee. Yeah, just keep that energy out like that, coming in and threading through, throwing your opponent over your leg. Now looking at the palm and the threading here, lift, chop, stepping back into horse stance, and then palm out to the side. This is a very good square posture to focus on alignment and expanding your directions. Lift. You can also do it as a punch. I think of this less as a punch as an attack and more as something where I slip by my opponent and eventually going to grab them and probably sweep them. Let's look at some basic kicking techniques. I think of kicks in 5 stages. Look, lift, out, back, and down. So I look, I lift my leg, out, back, and then down, impacting with the heel. Look, lift, out, back, down. Putting my hands in a very offering kind of triangle position. Look, lift, out, back, down, hitting with the heel. Look, lift, out, back, down. Whatever leg I'm kicking with is the hand I have forward. See, nice good heel kick. Guard, look, lift, out, heel, back down. look, lift, out, back, down. Now the side kick, going to the right. If you just step up with your feet parallel, you're going to run into a problem with not being able to kick very high unless you have the type of anatomy that has a long-necked femur bone. So you want to really cross behind your forward leg and aim, roll up, then kick your leg out. Cheat step, as if you do dragon step as we learned before, leg circles up and around, kick out and down. So you can see it again. Cheat step around, aiming with the hip. Cheat out, step back, circle, right? Kick out and down, relax. Let's look at that from this point of view. See if I step right up, lift up, kick. That's just with your legs parallel. It's pretty awkward. So take a look here, right? That's just step together. But see, I cheat step out and then I step behind. Now look how it makes it kind of T position. So the leg that I cheat step with is the leg that I'm aiming with. So now it would be aiming with my right leg. My right leg would be the kicking leg and I cross to my left behind. Important, anatomy is important. Now final demonstration of this principle. So grabbing a wall, I can roll up and then kick out as I cross behind. Crossing behind, roll. It makes a nice spiral as it shoots out. Other side. Cross behind, roll out. This is a real good way to focus on your balance, your power, and your technique with your side kick, kind of like how they do it in ballet with the bar. That's your kung fu bar, you could say. Now if I just parallel and I bring it up, that's as high as I'm kicking when my legs are parallel. That's as high as I can get my hips. But when I cross behind, when I'm leading with my heel, you can see how much more I can tilt down and then kick up. It's a lot easier on the hip joint as a whole. See, if I just step up parallel, that's as high as I'm kicking. But when I turn out with my supporting leg, I can really tilt a lot more. Again, you can see parallel kick only goes so far. Here, when I turn out the supporting leg, I have much more range of motion, right? Know the anatomy of your body so your kicks can have good flow, dexterity, and aim. Parallel versus T-step, parallel, T-step. T-step leads with the heel. Here's a fun little combo. This is just a regular old brushing sweep, right? Like I'm gonna kick a soccer ball or kick some garbage across the road. Sweeping there. I can also come up and over and crush, bang, like that. Imagining I'm going up a stair as if my opponent's knee is a stair I'm climbing. There, or brush, crush. So horse stance, ready, hands out, brush, and then you can turn into a sweep from there, right? Pretty cool. Make sure that you're pivoting good on that front leg, and then side kick. Let me show it just one more time, kind of just flowing it out, just letting it go. So check it out. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Nice, easy throwing energy. Nothing too crazy.